Surprise! Surprise, 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 surprise. Let me get this light up off of me where I am not glowing and beaming like this. I don't know what the crap has been going on. Oh, there we go. That's a good look right there. Hey, boo. Hey, Jackie. 1111. Hey. Hey, Candy Culture. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Romero. 184. Hey, Trina Carter. Hey, Much Love, Beauty, and Fragrances. Hey, Vanessa Marino. Hey, yes, you was. You was #1, Jackie. Hi, everybody. Okay, that's PYT29, Vanessa Marino, Chastity Burgess, Jasmine Martinez, Zena 64, Trina Carter, Mrs. C, Candy Culture, Just Sarah. Is that just Sarah? Yep, that's just Sarah. Back from the future. Hey, Kathleen Duche. Hey, Maria. Hi, boo. Hey, Gracie Mack. Hey, Candy Culture. Hey, what she say? Heifer say what? She got me already out here laughing at that. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, Area of Aries, Candy Culture, Merlin, Alfred, Vicky, Mares. Hi, y'all. Hey, Nessa G. Hey, boo. Hey, D. Hannon. Hey, Vero V. Hi, it's I am. What's up, boo? Hey, y'all. Hey, Game on Metal On. Hey, Heather Biggs. Hey, Josephine Familia. Hey, Sonia McQueen Smith. Hi, y'all. Hey, Loretta. What is that? Alchemy. Hey, Lakeithia Smith. Hey, Aries of Aries. Okay. Hey. Let me get it back up here where we real live and live time. I'm having like some serious, there were some more names. Hey, Leah Valentine. Hey, Christy Marie. Hey, Yay, 120, 1241. Hey, Angela's Hangout. Hi, everybody. Hey, just read my book. Hi, y'all. Hey, Sandy G. Yes. Hey, Exotic. Ooh, girl. Exotic Rules, I think. Hi, I'm Monet. Hey, Gracie Mack. Hey, Beyond 27. Hey, Al Agliere. How are you? Hey, y'all. What's up, y'all? This is Auntie, and I said I'm going to surprise them, and I'm coming out early. I have been, y'all, as y'all know, having some work done in my house. So the lighting in my house is different. And for some reason, it is giving me like this glow on my face. And I cannot stand it. And I know y'all can't stand it because it almost makes me look like I'm a double negative. So you know what? Y'all be patient with me as I fix this real quick. Because I think what I need to do is bring it in. So if I bring this in, and I sit back like this, do it look better? It still got a hue on it. I hate that. God dang. See, I would have to sit all the way back here. And that's not what I want to do. Because y'all know I like to be live, and in color. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull this back a little bit. Again. After a while, my damn table going to be outside, okay? So... So I'm going to pull this back and I'm going to sit back like this. And you know what? We're going to just go ahead and make it cotton freaking do what it do. I wanted to come out and surprise you all and come out an hour early. Yes, I did, because I was like, you know what? 9 o'clock. Sometimes it's just a bit late when we get off of here, like around 10 o'clock at night. And so, yeah, but see, you know when it's dark. And I'm in my, you know, in my dining area. And so because it's dark, I can't use natural lighting. But you know what? I can try this real quick. Let me see. So did that give me a little bit, you know, of a different hue? Let me see. Thank you so much. Just wanted to bless you, Auntie. I love your reviews. And don't hold back on the code. Okay. Thank you so much, boo, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. Hey, this is Auntie, and we are out here to do our live chat and nightcap, talking all things 90 Day Fiance. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here with me. I so appreciate you. And to all my nieces and nephews who have been with me from day one, or have been with me for the last couple of months, let me tell you something. you all, thank you so much for being so loyal and being by my side, supporting me through all my ups and my downs. Let me tell you, I've had my share, yeah, of life's ups and downs. Let me tell you, but fate's been kind. My downs have been few. Well, I guess you could say that I've been lucky. Well, I guess you could say that it's all because of you. Yes, if anyone should ever write Auntie's story, yeah, for whatever reason there might be, oh, you'd be there between each line and page in glory, 'cause you're the best thing, yes, that's ever happened to me. I just had to get that out. You know, sometimes you got that song up in your heart and up on your lips and everything. You just got to get it out. Thank you so much to all my faithful subscribers who have been with me from the long haul. I thank you all so much. Xena64, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, telling everybody to thumbs up. Y'all, when y'all come into the room, do not forget to thumbs up this video. I really do appreciate it. It is your way of saying hi to me, and I thank you in advance so very much. But anyway, you know, I looked at this episode yesterday, and I know you all looked at it, and we like, you know what, we are ready to come out here, and we are ready to do what we're going to do with the woo woo and the boo boo. So look, today we're going to do our format a little bit different. You know, when we come into the room, we always start off with a cheer. That's going to be, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be the thing. But tonight, I'm going to start off the conversation, and then you know what, tonight I am going to go back and I'm going to read your comments. I'm going to read what you have to say about these crazy mofos on 90 Day Fiancé. So you know what? We started off an hour early, so we're going to change our format. We're going to do what the hell we want to do out here. Make sure that y'all, when y'all come in, that y'all thumbs up, and make sure that you say hi to everybody. Someone told me the other day to give a shout out to, I believe it was someone in their family by the name of Will. It was his birthday. Will, happy birthday to you, and here's your shout out. I really do appreciate all of my subscribers, and I wish I could shout all of you all out, okay? But I can't. But you know what? Shout out to Will. So tonight I am using my favorite glass of all times. Let me see if I can get this thing to, you see what I'm saying? This thing is, you know what, this light, God dang, I'm ready to shut the lights out and just turn off the lights and light a candle. Okay, see now, this is my best auntie ever glass. There you go. I got this from one of my beautiful subscribers, Miss Love Beauty and Fragrances. Okay, and I love this glass. My daughter is even jealous of the glass. So tonight we're going to go ahead on the cheers to a wonderful chat and nightcap, talking all things 90 Day Fiancé, crazy mofos up in the his IE. Okay, up in the his IE. Clink, 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 clink. I hope y'all got y'all glasses, because I'm the best aunt ever. So look, again, like I said, this format tonight, I'm going to start off the conversation, and I'm going to be reading y'all comments, okay? So, if your comments are real long, it's going to take me a while to read it, and it's going to drop half of it all. So, you know what? If you got something that you want to say, Try to keep it a little simple so that I can put my finger on it like this. This is Yaya Yvette 2928. She said, everybody, thumbs up for Auntie. This is going to be a good night. Thank you so much, sweetie pie. I hope Olivia dad stomp a mud hole in Louise. Okay, aloha. Hi, Helen Fatua. Hi, Miss Michelle. Oh, Cynthia Drake is out there. Hey, Cynthia Drake. What's up, boo? Hey! She said David is shaped like a fertility goddess. Okay. But somebody has said that they think, hey, Eva Brown, hi, boo. She said, Auntie, see me. Hey, Nerdy J. Hi, Sophia. Hi, everybody. Hey, Bobby Whitley. Hey, Central Herd. When I see David and Annie, I always want to go sing Buffalo Girls Won't Go Home out tonight. Thank you so much, sweetie pie, for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. Mwah, you're such a sweetie pie. Okay, so we're going to go ahead on and get started. So, y'all, look, we come out the gate with this cotton freaking 90 Day Fiancé episode. We come out the gate with Marley and Lewis. Lewis, y'all, as we all know, he done got tired. He is tired of the role that he is having to play Mr. Mom. Hey, Katie Coco. He got little Kinsley that he got to take care of. Louise. Okay. This is the lady that corrected me earlier, Miss Linda. Hi, Linda. Thank you so much for correcting me. Thank you. Louise. But anyway, thank you, boo. Okay, Sloan EOS said, I'm getting the $20. This is going towards the strippers for Lewis. Thank you, Sloan, for this. For the $20 super chat. She said, we about to make it rain. $20 up in here, okay? All righty. So we opened up this episode, y'all, with Marley and Lewis. Okay? Basically, she's ordered her wedding dress and she want to know whether or not Big Daddy Papa is going to light it so bright we can see through your blouse. It is a see-through blouse. You can't see no nipples or nothing like that. But it's a see-through blouse. So you know what? That's bothering somebody. So let me move this back. Let me move this back, because that done bother somebody. Somebody said, you know what, we can see Auntie breasts. I don't like seeing my auntie's breasts. I don't know what is wrong with this light. Like, it's real, like this is blowing me. Now, it is a see-through blouse. All you can see is just a little curvation and everything going on. But if it's really bothering you, I could put a jacket on. I can stick a look on. Let me sit to the side for you, boo, okay? How's that? See, there's so many comments and stuff that's coming up there. I can't see how the blouse is doing. Let me see. Maybe it's like, okay, oh, Susie B said, you look fine. They said, you look fabulous. They was like, Bob Willie was like, no. They was, Jasmine Martinez said, you look fine. Okay. What? Okay. Somebody said, Big Daddy Papa, come on the live chat so you can see your auntie looking sexy. Blue? Okay. So anyway, y'all, let me get... See how I be stopping and playing with y'all? And then they be getting all thrown off and people come over here in the backside and on the, you know what I'm saying, and they be all mad and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Caroline Mello. Oh, thank you for the little hearts. I love you, boo. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you, y'all. Okay? Girl, thank you, Sophia. Okay. Y'all said, Big Papa, come on. So anyway, look. So we start off this episode with, like I said, with Lewis. And Molly has gotten her wedding dress. She wants to know whether or not Big Daddy Papa is going to come. Basically, you know, she's going through the motion that any woman will go through who doesn't really have, you know, that kind of relationship with her father. And Big Daddy Papa is really disappointed with what Molly got going on. Lewis is tired of being Mr. Mom. He don't want to be Mr. Mom anymore. And you know what? I can't. Hey, 921 Cotton Candy. She said, yes, Auntie. I just got off work. Aunt is Angela. Y'all, we got a first timer. Her name is Angie Mombrun Ranch. She said, hi, this is my first time. Everybody say hi to her. Hi, boo. Welcome. Clink, 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 clink. So, you see all your cousins saying hi? The clink, 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 clink. Yes, okay. Yes, welcome, boo. So, you know, he's tired of being Mr. Mom. He don't want to be Mr. Mom anymore. He's sick of Kinsley. He's sick of everything. And, you know, he's sitting up there and he's reminiscing with Jess because he's going through his phone and he's showing, you know, how beautiful the water was. The water was absolutely beautiful. Let me tell you, we all are going to have to do a trip to the DR. We're going to have to get it together. Somebody who's a travel coordinator, hit me up in my inbox. Let me know, because we're going to have to plan us a 90-day fiance trip to the DR. We got to do it. So, you know, basically, he's criticizing Molly's dad. And, you know, Jess had the brother who seems like he still rides around on a tricycle. You know, some seem like it's, you know, he's on a tricycle. But, you know, he has a lot on him because he's already told him, hey, Jesse Gomez, he's already told him, you know, that he wants to go back to DR. He hasn't mentioned it to his sister. But even though Molly did allude to the fact that she knew something about him missing the DR. But, you know, this man is missing the Dominican Republic. He wants to go back. He, you know, the pressures of what Molly has put on him are absolutely too much. And you know what? Molly, I think it is absolutely unfair. Now, I know, you know, as single women, we struggle to pay bills and be all that we can be to our children. We're career women and we're doing the damn thing out here in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? But Molly, I don't understand why you don't have a nanny or somebody else who is taking that space up so that he can be the man. Because look, here's the thing. At the end of the day, he eventually is going to be able to get a job because, of course, he has a 90-day, you know. He has to be there 90 days, get married to you. And then after he's married to you, then, you know, he's going to be able to go out and get gainful employment once he gets that green card. And I don't understand why you don't already have something in place for baby Kinsley. The thing about it is, it's very hard for these children to make the adjustment, but it's also hard for Lewis to make the adjustment. You're in an abyss, Molly. You basically driving around in your little car and you living your life, you running your businesses and everything. But the things that matter most in your life, like family life and all of that kind of stuff, is not balanced out properly because there should have already been something in place to take care of little baby Kinsley. Then you probably wouldn't have the problems that you're having with her. In addition to that, there's some things that you're going to have to do with baby Kinsley and Olivia as it relates to knowing what is acceptable and what's not acceptable to say to an adult. Especially a newcomer who's coming into your life. Molly, you said that Lewis is, you know, he has this small portion of your life and he's going to have to get on board. I totally disagree with you. I believe that he should have all of your life. This is the man that you're bringing into your life. And because you did not introduce him properly, now you're having to go back and hit the reset button and try to get it together. But you know what? You failed Louise because now you have him in your household and now he's tired of your children because all of these boundaries were not set. Things were not put in place. She said Lewis thought that he Lewis thought he hooked himself a sugar mama. He just didn't think that one came with kids. What if Jesse do that? What does Jesse do then? He want Lewis to take care of Kinsley then? Melinda Oliver. Okay, I missed some of that. I'm pretty sure it's summertime at the time of filming. So something's going on about somebody said something. So anyway, he criticizes the dad and says that, you know what, your dad doesn't have a good relationship with you. When was the last time he called? And Marley was like, you know, it's been a while since he's called. You know, and so, you know, the dad is probably like, look, I don't want to be bothered with this. I need my space. I need my time. Is it right for Big Daddy Papa not to call Marley? No, it's not right. Is it understandable? Absolutely, it's understandable. There's got to be something that's put in place so that Lewis can be able to feel like a man in Marley's household. And right now he doesn't. He feels like a babysitter. And I know that, you know, I know that for me, when I had my daughter, if it was summertime, I prepared around December, January for summer camps. And if that meant that certain things did not get paid in my house, or that I didn't have certain luxuries because I had to pay for summer camp, I did what I had to do as a single mother. And here Molly is she's a woman who has her own business. She's not dependent on anybody. As a matter of fact, her business was so successful that she ended up having her own television show. So there's no way in the world that you're going to tell me that there are not any camps or anything that's around for her to put Kinsley in during the summertime. It would alleviate a lot of the problems that's going on with her and Louise. And I really do feel for Louise, because ain't no way in the world you're going to send me, I'm going to go over to another country to be with a man, and now here it is, I got to babysit that damn kid. But at the same time, Lewis should have made sure that before he came over here that he and Molly had the conversation with each other. They never had the conversation. They never set boundaries and put ground rules in place. And that's why he's stuck over there. And I really do think that it's a way of Molly being high-minded and looking down on her man. Now, you may not agree with me on it, but you know what? Hey, this is how I feel about it. So Linda says, it seems pretty risky to have a strange man move into your house with a young child. There are weird men out there looking for women with kids to prey on. Not saying Lewis is. I totally, absolutely agree with you. This is Merlin Alfred. He said, Auntie, when a person leaves their family to get married, it's lonely. When a person leaves their family to get married, it's lonely and bored. And I don't, you know, Magic City, ain't that where all the rappers go? I agree with that too. Ms. Chippy, who are you? So, you know, I have to definitely, I don't think it's lonely and bored. I think it's lonely and bored if you don't have a plan in place. And it's obvious to me that they don't have a plan in place. I do agree that I think that Molly was wrong for moving somebody into her household like this. She absolutely was wrong. And I've been saying that week after week after week. So I'm not going to, you know, dwell on that anymore. Mango Eurodope said, right, Dr. Phil says your chances are 70% higher chance of abuse when a non-biological adult enters the house. I think that's what she was saying. And I agree. I agree. And that was one of the reasons why I made a conscious decision to not date anybody while I was raising my daughter, especially in those years where she was most vulnerable. I made a decision that that's not what I was going to do. A lot of people criticized me and told me that I needed a man and I needed this and I needed to have my own space. But at the end of the day, I needed to make sure that my daughter grew up as healthy and as sound as she could. And so I made a decision to not date anybody at all. That was for me. And I just didn't, you know, I've never been through that. I grew up in a household. Again, for those of you all who don't know, I grew up in a household with a mother and a father. So I didn't know anything about not being with a man. My daughter's father ended up, you know, when my daughter turned, I believe it was 7 years old, he ended up having a seizure, and because of his height, when he hit the ground from the seizure automatically caused him to go have multiple strokes. So before his death, he was paralyzed. And, you know, he ended up, you know, coming back around from the paralysis. But as a result of it, as a result of the strokes, the right side, I mean, the left side of his body was paralyzed. And then, you know, after a while, he ended up developing congestive heart failure by being in a nursing home and not moving around the way that he needed to move around and live that quality type of life, and he lost his life. And so my daughter ended up growing up, you know, the latter part of her teen years without her father. And so for me, I had to make a decision on what was most important to me. Was it more important to me to get somebody else to fulfill, you know, my daughter's life and try to get some type of some type of father figure in her life? Or was it more important for me to teach my daughter how to love her father in the state that he was in, and to just really, you know, be there for her dad as much as she could as a child? She couldn't understand that. I never put the weight on her of taking care of him, and neither did he. But he was a damn good father in the state that he could. Whatever he could do for his daughter, that's what he did. And so I made a conscious decision that I would allow my daughter to grow up knowing her biological father. And I made a decision that I would not date anybody else. Not that I was in love with his ass, because trust and believe me, I wasn't in love with him. But I wanted to do the right thing by my daughter. And so, you know, a lot of times, you know, when people would find, you know, when they find out that my daughter's father was deceased, automatically because of the color of our skin and because of the age of my daughter, people thought that he was a drug dealer and stuff like that. They never understood that weekend after weekend, my daughter, instead of playing and going to sleepover parties and all of that kind of stuff, she was in the hospital seeing her dad. So, you know, it was a lot of stuff that came up. And so a lot of times when you all see me passionate about the stuff that I'm passionate about, it's because I got a story. We all have a story. And so when I look at Molly, I look at the sacrifices that I made as a woman. I look at the sacrifices that my daughter made as a child. And you know what? There's not one day that I can look back and say that I regret making the decisions that I made in my life. And you know what? I wasn't lonely. I wasn't broken. I wasn't busted. And I wasn't disgusted. I was absolutely satisfied, because you know what? I was able to take all that time and channel that into my daughter, making her dreams come to life, giving her a sound family environment despite her father's illness, despite the accident and the tragedy that happened to her dad. I wanted her to live a healthy and a whole life. Sometimes you got to put aside what you want. And I know that Molly's saying, you know what, I was 41 years old and I decided, you know, now it's time for me. Molly, it's not time for you yet. You still got these impressionable daughters who living up in your household. And yes, you do want to be happy, but you may have to be happy on a deal. You can't bring anybody up in your household. That's why I am the way I am. And I react the way that I react to both Molly and to Nicole, because I have been in that place. So when people come out and they want to criticize me and say that I'm fat shaming Nicole and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I've been there, I've done that. All of this kind of stuff that they're going through on 90 Day Fiancé, not only can I relate to it, but a bunch of y'all can relate to it. A bunch of y'all can relate to it. So I understand Molly's need. Even now with my daughter, you know, see, I'm all on me now. But you know what, hey, we got an extra hour, damn it. We're going to talk about it. Even now with my daughter, you know, me being an empty nester and my daughter is out of the home, I have an opportunity to be up in here having sex all up on top of the ceiling, flipping furniture over, going up under the furniture, in the refrigerator, doing it on top of the sink, on the bathroom countertop, doing it. I have an opportunity to do all of that. But guess what? At the end of the day, I still got to look at me in the mirror and I have to say, what quality of life do you want? Do you want a man that's coming in your household and they ain't doing nothing but giving you the rooter to the tutor, and he gonna run up out there and give it to somebody else? Then I got to be constantly AIDS testing them and HIV testing, chlamydia testing testing them for all kinds of STDs and all of that kind of stuff. I ain't got time for that bull crap. So you know what? I'd rather stay by myself and still be a nice mother. Now, that ain't to say that I'm not going to find somebody and I'm going to date, but they ain't going to come up in my household. And so, Molly, you know what? I'm going to get up off of that because I done told all my damn business. But I'm just trying to let you all know that this stuff is not far from me and that I can relate to everything. Okay. Let me pitch some of y'all comments. She said from the rooter to the tutor. Okay. Because you know the men that give it to you, they give it to you from the rooter to the tutor. Okay, so Mina Sky said, the way Lewis reacted to the big booty dancers, he is not attracted to Miss Top Heavy with no backside. But you know, I disagree with that because you know what? Men like different, you know, they like what they want. Men like what they want, you know, so he may have been attracted to something else about her. You know what I'm saying? Amber Lero says, I love you. Auntie, I love you, sweetie. I love you too. But there's a lot of men that love full-figure women. You got daggone Skippy because I can't keep him off this big fat thing that I got back here, okay? Okay, Auntie is packing a lot of junk up in her trunk. Okay, all right. So, clink, 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 we're going to move on. Yes, they do. They love me, thick women. Okay. What you saying, Logan J? Logan J said Lewis could care less about the wedding because all he wants is that green card. Okay, absolutely. And you know what? Most men aren't into, you know, trying to get the wedding and all of that kind of stuff. They don't care nothing about the planning. You have very few men who care about the planning. But anyway, we're going to move on to David and Annie. We're at the house. We're at Chris and Nikki's house. Nikki is sitting up there with her newborn baby and everything. And, you know, everything, you know, this is family night. This is family game night and everything. You know, I can just imagine that they playing Scrabble and Uno and all of that kind of stuff. And, you know, they're celebrating this day 2. Okay. Okay. So, you know, I can imagine that they're about to have a good time. They got the alcohol out. They got the red cup special. I happen to have a green one. Okay, can y'all see my green cup? David walks over to the bar, you know, to the kitchen counter. And he looked like he poured the whole bottle of Patron up in his glass. And he said he ain't got no drinking problem. Okay. So, you know, Antonio, Nikki, that's his sister. He filling the place. He walking around there. He got his cup. Because at any minute, he gonna read him a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? He done already day one. Day one, okay? He done came over there day one. Yes, he was, bitch. He was feeling it. Okay, she said he ain't got no money to pay for the liquor. Okay, so that's why he's steady pouring, all right? He's steady pouring. He'd already, the night before, read the girl from the rooter to the tutor. Antonio was ready. So he said, you know what, the hell with it. Y'all got an extra room up here. I'm spending the night because tomorrow I'll be here for the family dinner. You know, because after what, you know, after all, you know, it take a queen, a real queen to read a bitch, right? So he got his little cup and everything, you know, they outside and, you know, they sitting out at the water and Annie's jissy lady, you know, she's looking at all the food that, you know, the Americans and stuff eat. You know, she was like, God dang, they eat so much food. She just is giggly. She just is giggly. She is elated. She is in the United States of America. They said, go ahead, put your feet in the water. She said, okay, put my feet in the water. And David out there on the other side drunk. He's sitting up there like this. He got that stupid drunk look on his face. That means that you ain't had a whole bunch of nothing. You got a lot of shit up in you, okay? So he's sitting up there, you know, he like. Antonio's sitting on the other side about to read him. He can't wait for his opportunity to come in. where he can read a bit, okay? So Annie's sitting over there, she crying. He said, you look like you got some stuff you want to say. You look like you bothered. I don't like when he drink. Well, you need to tell him. You need to tell him. You need to open up your mouth and you need to tell him. How the hell y'all gonna get married and you can't even talk to him about it? David sitting up there. Chris sitting up there like, it's about to go down. Nikki sitting up there saying, my plan is working. See, because she done already got bamboozled because her husband sat up there and made that stupid comment about getting a massage at the pool. So she kind of done. She's tired of everybody criticizing her on Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, YouNow, and okay? She's sick of her being criticized. So she made sure she had Queen Antonia. You seem like you got something you need to say. You need to tell him. I have told him. He said, well, if she told me to stop drinking, then I would stop drinking. She said, never. Never. You ain't never tell me. You never stop drinking because of it. Well, you need to tell him how you feel. Evidently, you don't care nothing about her, because if you cared something about her, you would stop drinking. But you know, you ain't stopped drinking. You need to open up your mouth, home girl, and you need to open up your mouth, home girl, and tell him how you feel about it. So he was like, you know what, Antonio, you ain't that damn drunk. I think your tacos is burning in the kitchen. He said, no, my tacos ain't burning, but your tacos burning. He said, you know what, Antonio, what I need you to do, Queen Antonio, is I need you to sit back and shut up. He said, you know what, you don't tell me to shut up. He said, you ain't but 24 years old. He said, hold up. Wait a minute, your wife is 24 years old. That's who's 24. And matter of fact, I'm 25 years old. So you know what, at that point, he said, you know what? She said that she would sleep on the floor. I don't know what that meant, but she said she was going to sleep on the floor. But all I know is that cup, I just my eyes kept watching the cup and watching Queen Antonio, because I said, it's about to go down in the hood. So Queen Antonio is mad about everything. He mad because he feels like he's taking advantage of him. He's sitting out there drunk as a cotton freaking skunk. He's an embarrassment. Plus, this is his sister's house. So if anybody gonna be in the house drunk, it's gonna be Antonio. You understand what I'm saying? And Chris is sitting there, ain't said jack. What a wimpy ass man. You sitting up there, this is your household. He should have never even left. Thank you so much. David looks like Tubby from Little Lou. Okay, thank you for the $2 super chat. This shouldn't have never got this out of control. This should have never got this out of control. Antonio should have been shut up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I like the little queen. Don't get it twisted. But you know what? He should have shut up a long time ago. Because at the end of the day, the girl was already embarrassed. So she didn't need Antonio to sit over there and antagonize and keep going through the whole stuff. I would have told him shut up. But you know what? Annie, excuse me, is so new to the United States. She don't know what to do. She's so gracious for being here. But she's seeing her whole life crashing down in front of her. So Antonio, you know, he's sitting out there. You know, he's trying to read him for filth. And he's telling him, you know, basically. And you know what? Here's the thing. I didn't like what David said. I didn't like the fact that David would use Antonio, Queen Antonio's age against him to make a point. When you know what? Your wife is young. So what it really shows is that you really don't really have the respect, and you don't honor her as your equal. You see her as a piece of property that you had Chris pay for. Thank you, Rhea Ball. She said exactly. Christy, I can't, okay? Yes, Nessa G. Nikki knew her brother would do this. Absolutely. I've been telling y'all he looks like a fertility goddess, and Mr. Potato Head had a That was that daggone Gracie back. Yeah, it was funny, 921 cotton candy. But yes, baby, David walks like a penguin and acts like one. Okay? I I totally did not like it. But here's the thing. David using Antonio's age was ironic. Yes, it was Lola Garcia. And I could not believe that he had the nerve to say something Antonio said and he stole from Nikki. He's an ignorant. Cling, 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 cling to the ignorance. So at this point, Andy is done. She says, you know what, let's roll. Let's get up and go. So they go in the house. Queen Antonio is talking to her and saying he done disrespected the fuck out of you. First of all, you don't approach a woman like that. That's not how you handle anything, Queen Antonio. You could have handled it a whole different way. But see, the thing about it is you was bringing the drama. You was brought in here by Nikki to bring the drama. You brought the drama that Nikki couldn't bring herself. Nikki felt degraded, so she wanted to make sure that she made David look like the butthole that he was. When they sat out there and they was talking about Chris, and she said that her husband was a wife, was acting like a wife, and that he needed to get his out of his mouth and make him grow up. That was so unnecessary for you to say that about your own husband. If you all are frustrated about the way that things are going, it's another way to handle it. But anyway, I digress. So he tells Annie, he goes in and he badgers her some more. And he tells her all about how trifling her man is. How he ain't got nobody. He's a two-time divorcee. He got children that he doesn't care about and don't take care of in Louisville, Kentucky. He just go on and on and on. So the next thing you know what? David, having a little bit of his mind together, knew that he had to come in the house and shut it down. So he said, you just mad because you want to sleep with Chris. And at that point, it was over and it was done with. Antonio was pissed. Antonio, did he push a button? I don't think so. I don't think you want to sleep with your sister's wife. I mean, your sister's husband. But I'm going to tell you right now, David, that was a low blow. And I'm going to tell you what else I didn't like that you said. When you sat out there and said that you're my brother, and you said that that's a white person's joke. That's not a white person's joke. You don't sit, hey, Tracy R., you don't sit up there. You don't, Auntie, this is what David get for not wearing his Superwoman belt that Papa Annie gave him. Okay? LOL, alcoholic penguin. Okay? Exactly, Miss Michelle. I did not know what that meant. But that's not a white person's joke unless it's all right for it to be a white person's joke. See, that's the thing about it. You got to make sure that you don't cross certain lines with people. And I felt like, you know, because he was drunk. Now, trust me, I have a whole lot of friends who are of different nationality and races because I love people, period. It doesn't make a difference to me. But I just think there's some things you got to make sure that it's okay. And David didn't have a good enough relationship with Antonio for him to even come out his trick bag and say that. But see, he felt like that was his default. Now, Chris is married to a black woman. But you know what? Just because you know a couple that's interracial, it doesn't mean that everything is okay for you to say. Yes, they are interracial couple, but you gotta, you know what, you gotta learn how to not cross certain type of lines. Tom and Dina M, love you, Auntie, love you too. Thank you for the $5 super chat. You can't cross certain lines. He didn't know him well enough. Now, could Chris make that same joke because he's married to Antonio's sister? Yeah, maybe. But it just depends on what your audience is. And you have to make sure that when you make comments like that, you're saying it in front of the right audience. Then the thing about it is he didn't even realize he was so drunk off the Patron that he didn't even realize that he put his hand on it. And Antonio said, don't touch me. Don't you touch. I mean, he did the work. Vogue. That's all I saw. Don't touch me. I was like, okay, it's on. It is on. You better tell him. I will whoop his ass in here. I said, calm down. me, I be like, calm down. You need to calm down. Calm down, Antonio. But I'm telling you, on the other side, I was laughing so freaking hard. But I didn't understand why Nikki was sitting up there going, Chris! 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 Don't hit him. I'm telling you, you better tell him, Nikki. Ain't nobody holding him back, okay? And don't hold me back. Don't hold me back because I'm going to kick his ass. I'm going to come up in here. Antonio, the camera people, they already got what they wanted out of this. They got what they wanted, boo. We don't need all that extras. We didn't need the theatrics, but we appreciated it. It did let it be hot for a little moment. But here's the thing. David is a stone cold alcoholic. He's an alcoholic. And Annie knows that he is an alcoholic. She knew that before she came over here. But you want what you want. And that's exactly what she wants. Why she yelling for Chris? He was looking through the glass screen the whole time, knowing what was happening. Absolutely, Rosa. He absolutely did. 921 cotton candy. I stayed at a friend's house because my apartment got flooded. By day 3, I was ready to go. I don't know how David could feel so comfortable mooching off of someone. I absolutely agree. That's what TLC paid for, the drama. Absolutely. TLC come out here every week and look at my reviews. Okay? Now Nikki, after all of that popped off, now Nikki get to say what she really want to say. Because let me see what you say, Trisha H. Even her mom is concerned. That's why her mom asked her how much a ticket for in case they need to bring her home. Absolutely. This ain't, come on now. Everybody know what's going on. What's she saying? Cousins. There's 241 watching and only 64 likes. Come on, y'all. That's true, y'all. Hit them thumbs up buttons. Come on, y'all. Hit them thumbs up buttons. But you know what? Here's the thing. Now Nikki get to really do what she wanted to do. Because Nikki really don't want him in the house. She don't want him there. She was okay with Annie. But she's not okay with him. And see, she's not getting paid for this. She's, when she was sitting up there talking to Annie, she said, I didn't sign up for all of this. I didn't sign up for David coming in my house drunk. And you know what, David? You're being disrespectful because this woman got 2 babies. So you know what? That's right. Nikki, yes, Erica, Nikki mastermind it. That's right, Jesse Gomez. Leah, what you say? Lola Garcia said, why is Chris supporting David? I have no idea what it is he got on him. But evidently he got something on him because why else is he financing him? I don't understand what it is between the two of them. Whether or not he just feels so sorry for him. Whether or not he gets a kick out of taking care of somebody. Annie's family's love is genuine. They'll sell that buffalo and bring her home. Absolutely. I'm sorry I can't get how a grown man with a family is supporting another grown man. I can't understand it either, but I'm telling you right now, that's exactly what we see happening here on 90 Day Fiancé. And Nikki basically wanted him out the house, and so she told Annie, you can stay here, but he got to get the hell up out of here because I didn't sign up for this. You shouldn't allow your husband to sign up for anybody. But see, this is the thing about it. You know what? You felt like I wash your back, you wash mine. They got into this little thing. They ain't cahoots with each other. Come on, y'all. He wanted to Chris. You know why Chris is supporting David? Because he wanted to sell his business. He wanted to give free advertisement for his business in Thailand. That's why he's supporting him. And here it is, he's out there in Thailand. He got this little idiot to come over there and meet somebody. And, sign up for 90 Day Fiancé. So guess what he got? Free advertisement for his business. We wouldn't have never known anything about him had it not been for him supporting David. Had it not been for him looking like the good guy. You would have said, oh, go ahead, Miss Michelle, with your $10 super chat. Go on, boo. She said, I figured out how to work this damn thing. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Chris wants to get all his money back. Bobby Whitney said, Chris wants to get all his money back and then some, as why Nikki doesn't need to have Annie in the house by herself with Chris in it. Okay? Okay? That's right. She said everybody wants 15 minutes of time. Absolutely, they all want 15 minutes of time. And this is what this is. And guess what? Antonio got his 15 minutes. Made us laugh for a little while. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm starting to see how, hey, boo, I'm doing fine. How I feel hard with. I'm starting to see, Sensual, you deserve your TLC. Oh, thank you, boo. Exactly. Who was that? What's her name? Mango. You're exactly right. But here's the thing about it. You advertised, you got free advertisement from TLC. I hope it was worth it. But you know what it looks like from the advertisement? That David is going to get put the hell out. We see David later on going into a restaurant with Annie and telling Annie what can he do to apologize and do things over and make her forgive him. And she said, don't drink until the wedding. Don't drink and get drunk until the wedding. Because if you do, I'm going to leave you. And then they walk through Hollywood. And you know what? I wouldn't have forgave him that easily. It wouldn't have been that easy for him to get off the hook with me. I would have really sat up there and like cussed him out. Like I'm serious. And I would have been gone. He said, I don't even want to press my luck with her because I know daggone well she means exactly what she said. You know what the thing about it was when when Antonio was going off, Antonio said, you ugly ass back outside, you ugly ass bitch, you Ninja Turtle, Penguin, Batman ass bitch. I see. He called him everything he could call him. He said, take your ugly ass out back, you ugly ass bitch, you Ninja Turtle, Penguin, Batman ass. I was done. He thought of everything he could think of. And we see Chris taking him out the door. He walling. He walling like a little penguin too. I said, I will never look at Batman the same. But seriously, all he needed was a little umbrella. That's all David needed was an umbrella. I was screaming. I said, Antonio, thank you for the laugh. Y'all look, the next couple we see is Andrei. Elizabeth and Andrei. And I'm telling you, I really want y'all feedback on this. She has lunch with her sisters, right? The sisters are sitting with her. Now, here they is, the sister and the sister-in-law. They all married. They're trying to tell Elizabeth with this compromising that she got with Andrei, where she thinks that she is so submissive to Andrei. Andrei's basically controlling her, and she's saying yes. My opinion about Elizabeth and Andrei is that Elizabeth is doing this because, number one, she's getting a rise out of her family. And number two, she wants a man that's going to boss her around and control her. But after a while, y'all, I really do believe that it's going to get old. After a while, you're not going to want to be bossed and controlled. One of the sisters made the comment and said, you know, she's not going to be able to sustain this. It's just like when you, let me see what somebody said. Auntie, I really, that is best friend did him. Huh? Sophia Bella, write that again, baby. I don't understand nothing you were saying. Josephine Familiar says, so do you know what that means, that the day of the wedding, David will get stone drunk? Yeah, he's going to get drunk. But I need y'all opinion about what y'all think about Elizabeth and Andrei. I really believe she's doing this to get a rise out of her family. She wants a man who's going to control her, who's going to be more dominating than her father. My daughter seems to think that the father has been extremely PYT. I disagree with this statement about Andrei. Although it seems he's an ass to us, that's his culture. And I understand what you're saying, PYT, but here's the thing. That's not her culture. So do you believe, PYT, that she is able to change what she has been growing up, the liberties that she's been given in just living in the United States? D Love 3000 says, Andrei is controlling. I have been saying from one day that he will beat her one day. Okay, Alondra Garcia said, she seems really spoiled. They may have good intentions, but they have issues that aren't compatible from what we have seen. I agree with you. Sam says, Elizabeth needs to come clean with what she wants. I think she's grasping on Andrei because her dad seems like he's very lax. And see, my daughter thinks the opposite. My daughter believes that the father is controlling. And that's why the father ended up making the comment that he made because, and throwing them to the wolves because she wasn't doing what he wanted her to do. Maximum Jim says, I thought that hug between Andrei and Becky was a little long. I agree with you. On one hand, she complains to her family, and on the other hand, she complains to him. I totally agree, and that's why I'm confused. Okay, Jesse Gomez said, the father has the right to be controlling. He is paying for everything. Okay, and Brandon Harwood said, how would you react if someone kicked your car? What? What the hell was that? Cling, cling, cling to time out. Hi Angie, welcome. Be ready for the cutoff. See, this is the thing about it. Andre shouldn't blame. Okay, Logan J says, Andre shouldn't blame his culture for controlling and suppressing women. Not okay any damn day. Oh my God, yes, I agree with that. I want to super chat you for that. I agree with you 100%. I don't think Elizabeth got her sister's leftover genes. Elizabeth is pretty in her own way. Here's the thing. I absolutely agree with you. I don't believe that it is okay for him to use his culture to be controlling and dominating over this woman. I just don't. And I know that there are probably so many men in Moldova that are saying he doesn't represent us. Just like when we look at Nicole, y'all. Nicole doesn't represent women in America. She doesn't even represent the typical woman in America. And I don't believe that Andre has the right to come over here and represent Moldova. I think that, okay, 80s girl said, 80 girl Ashante said Andre is a tyrant. I absolutely agree with it. And the thing that I don't like about him is that he talks down to other people. He's very sarcastic and snarky. And so if I was to meet him, I would not be impressed with who he is and what he represents. And I don't think that the average person that's out here looking tonight would be. C. Bacchus 1 said Elizabeth needs to realize that her family is only trying to help her. She is blinded by what she thinks is love. I agree with that. And she's being spiteful and vindictive. I don't know what it is and why she feels that way. I don't know why she would allow this man to sit at the table and talk down to her sisters and be so sarcastic and hard. And it's one thing for her to be submissive to him, but it's another thing for her to want everybody else to submit to that. And that is where I'm having the problems, because I'm not going to submit to anything like that. Card 12 said Elizabeth is acting like Nicole. She wants to have her way as someone else expects. expense. I agree with you. Yes, I agree. It's Amsey. He's blaming his aggressive behavior on his culture. That's not how it goes. But in the part, Elizabeth has two extremes in her life. Andrei being aggressive and her daddy, I guess, being passive. Elizabeth will be sorry if she marries him. Yes, Linda. Gracie Mack said, Elizabeth can't take loving advice from her family, but she can submit to Andrei. This girl is confusing. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. That's the problem that I'm seeing. And then I'm saying, you letting this man talk to your family any kind of way, say what he want to say. Okay, you submit to the bitch, but they don't have to submit to this. And nobody has to deal with this. Now, here it is. They sitting in an apartment and they say, okay, well, we're going to go ahead on and we're going to give you a bachelorette party. And we want to do it in Vegas. He said, no, you're not doing it in Vegas. Then he looks at her and it's like they bouncing off of each other. It's like it's a plan, some type of scheme that's going on. Why the hell you got to look at me and I got to look at you like we trying to run some kind of game? I don't understand it. Jackie K says, I've been taking care of myself from the age of 22. No excuse to go get a full-time job and support yourself. That's you daggone right. Roxanne Andor said, I really think Elizabeth just wants to be seen, so she starts drama. Maybe she is overlooked by her family. I don't know. I don't know what it is either. Zinzi Alley says, being a property manager is a marketable skill. She doesn't have to work for daddy. She could take her skills to any other apartment complex and get a full-time job. Absolutely. What you saying, Joanne? Joanne Robles said, I think she likes the negative attention from the family. I do too. Jesse Gomez said, hell with these sisters. I'd overlook her too. Lord Jesus, help him, God. Lord, help him, God. Help him, God. I don't. You don't want to take your. You don't. Yes, Liberty. She does. She likes the attention, period. Whether it's negative or positive. And it has gotten on my nerve. And I don't know if it's gotten on y'all, but I swear it's gotten on my nerve. It's unnecessary drama. It's not the kind of drama that her family deserves. And I don't like the way that they play off of one another. You know, it is what it is with them. That she goes to the apartment later on and she finds out that the sisters have made a compromise and they're going to go to Miami. And then, you know, when they talk about, you know, the strippers and all of that kind of stuff, she then goes and contradicts herself and says, y'all know how I am. And they were like, exactly. We know you're not the submitting type. It's just like if you come into a relationship and you meet your boyfriend and you're on a week vacation. Let's say you meet him on a week vacation and you're making him breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you're doing that for a week straight. Don't you think that eventually that's what he's going to want? Especially if you marry somebody and you know how you try to do all that little cutesy little stuff in the beginning. And you know, you can't sustain it. Only do what you can sustain. And like I always say to you all, if you never remember anything Auntie says to you, today's favors becomes tomorrow obligations. Whatever you do today as a favor, guess what? Let me tell you something. That's right, Sloan AOES, honeymoon phase. Today's favors always becomes tomorrow's obligations. Don't start anything that you can't finish. Alfu Arsuwu said, Elizabeth probably plays a mean game of Monopoly. That girl knows how to run game, and I'm tired of her lipstick. It makes her look washed out. It absolutely does, and she's trying to overcompensate because her lips, you know, aren't the way that they should be. So she tries to compensate by wearing bold matte colors, and it does. It absolutely washes her out. But you know what? Women have to make a balance between what what looks good on them and what doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that they have to do. Eva Lou said, all of a sudden I'm wondering why I give a flying fig about that woman. She makes no sense. You absolutely correct about that. So you know what? At the end of the day, they're going to end up going to Miami. And, you know, it is what it is. Now we're going to talk about Evelyn and David. Okay, I'm tired of both Evelyn and David. her and her boy, her brother Solomon, they decided to, you know, they're going to come up with this little ploy. Hi, Auntie. Kim Hoffa. Hi, Auntie. I'm new to your channel and I love your reviews. You need to be the host of the after show. Elizabeth is playing the game she can't with. Hey, Kimberly Hoffa. Everybody, Kimberly Hoffa is new. Let's say welcome. Welcome, Kimberly. Thank you so much for being part of the family. Hey, Seagull. Hi, boo. Where you been? Hey, Erica. Hey, G. Jordan. Hey, Jennifer. So many new people out here. Hey. They say hi, Kimberly. Welcome, boo. I hope you feel welcome to the family. So, you know, Evelyn, you know, she comes out there, you know, she got, you know, stupid Solomon. First of all, I didn't even think Solomon talked. I just thought that, you know, he said like, you know, like little phrases. I didn't know that he could, you know, complete a complete sentence. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. So they decided they're going to take him around and they're going to show him Claremont and the best of New England. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's interested in Claremont. There's nothing that they're going to be able to say. No apples they're going to be able to eat. No orange they're going to be able to peel. That's going to convince him that he wants to stay in some damn Claremont, New England. Hell to the no. David's done with it. Now they're going to sit up there and say David is an elitist. Okay, so what? So what if he is? This man appears to be world travel. He's coming from a big city. He's not used to living in that type of environment. He doesn't want to live in a small town, god damn it. But you know what the thing about it is, he is complaining too much and it is starting to get a little bit offensive. But the thing about it is, Evelyn, you're an 18-year-old girl. You have never been out the bush, let alone the neighborhood. Only thing you do is walk around with your guitar on your back from church to home and home to church. You don't know anything about the world. You're going to sit up there and bite off of a damn apple. And I was so irritated by the crunching of the apple. Like, I was like, what is this? Is this one of those type of YouTube things where you sit there and you watch people sit there and eat? Like, I'm not turned on by eating sounds. That's why I don't watch them kind of channels where people sit up there and eat and have bags of potato chips. You know what I'm saying? And they got the stuff and they go. Them kind of things don't turn me on. So the hell would TLC think that I would want to sit there and listen to them sit up there biting on the best damn apples in the world? Come on, girl. You're a little girl. You 18 years old. You have never been anything. You've never experienced life. You walking around with your banjo on. Your brother sitting up there worried about whether or not you're going to leave the town. God damn it, all of y'all need to leave the town. Look, Claremont ain't got nothing going on but the rent. That's it. So what your mother grew up there? We got married here. We grew up as little ducklings. And now we're, you know, we're beautiful swans. And we've lived in Claremont. And we're offended by what you have said about Claremont because, God damn it, this is where we live. And we're happy here. We're just one big happy ass family. And we want you to like it. He said, look, everywhere I've been riding around with her, people leaving here. The hell I want to live here for? I mean, the whole town is shutting down. No, it's not. People are moving here. You should have seen it 10 years ago. Well, goddamn, 10 years ago, what was it, a desert? What the hell was going on in Claremont that you're saying every other building is shut the hell down? He said you got blocks and miles of land where ain't nobody living in it, and you gonna tell me y'all on the come up? Well, what the hell is the come down? I'm just like, you know what? I'm with David. I wouldn't want to be up in there either. The hell? And you sitting up there acting like you so learned, and you would say, well, every time I say something, he says something, you know, and I guess that's just the way he is and everything. But, you know, I really, you know, he's getting on my nerve. You're getting on my nerve, and so is he. All of y'all getting on my nerve. Go ahead on and bang that thing out. Get this over with. I'm so tired of this. I don't know what the hell to do. Y'all are not compatible. Then the Solomon gonna have the nerve to use a couple of sentences. You see what I'm saying? Use a couple of sentences to say, I I can't believe that he wants to go to Virginia just for his friends, and he's, you know, doesn't want to do what my sister want him to do. Well, goddamn it, he done left his whole life and came over here for your sister. He done left everything that he knows, everything he's familiar with. That ain't enough. Now he got to come over here and shut the hell up and walk around like some mummy, some zombie. I'm sorry. Look, I done made up a new word. Mummy, zombie, mummy. He walking around here like a damn mummy. You know what I'm saying? And he's supposed to just be like, I love Claremont. Best apples in town. I'm not going to complain about anything. Yes, sir. Yes. Put your Instagram to... What the... Don't nobody live like that. Nobody lives like that. Bernadette Door, hi there, Auntie. Love your channel. Watching from Dublin, Ireland. You are right about Evelyn. Who would love to smack that Pollyanna aggressive face off her? Welcome, Bernadette Door. Thank you so much for watching from Ireland. Everybody say hi to Ireland. Hi, Ireland. You know, it's just like... This man is supposed to lose everything about him. Right, Eva Lou? Best apples in the universe. You don't even know, girl. They got so many daggone apples in the universe. Come on now. Then you plucking them off of a tree. You didn't even know whether or not the apple had any worms in it or anything. You just biting it. I just was like, you know, I'm so sick of them. When he set up in the restaurant, he was like, okay, so this is a restaurant. It's supposed to be, you know, welcoming and all of that kind of stuff. David, deaf, not a virgin. Okay. What? TML, you almost made me spit my daggone. She said the Mexican restaurant ran by white people. You know ain't nothing in there authentic. Oh my God. Hey, from Baltimore. Who was that? Hey, Angela, Walton, Raj. Hey, from Baltimore, boo. How you doing? Green apples, red apples, yellow apples. She's only had one kind. That's right, Lex King. One kind of apple. And you know what the thing about it is, the more she talks, seriously, y'all, I'm being serious about this. The more she speaks, the more ignorant she becomes. She makes comments that are so ignorant and so small-minded. It's just, hey, from Minnesota. Hey, California. Y'all said, look, damn it, I'm shouting out my state, my country, my city too, okay? Somebody said East LA, goddamn it. Look, Auntie, East LA. Hey, from Sweden. Hey, from Louisiana. Y'all don't know. She said Detroit in the house, bitch. Y'all hate Miami. Y'all are from everywhere. Bronx. Oh, my God. Winnipeg, Canada, New York. Yes, she's naive. My 7 thought 7 exactly. Colorado, what is that? Ethiopia, San Antonio. Okay, North Carolina, Sydney, Australia. Hey, from PG County. Hey, Memphis, Delaware, Florida, Boston. Haiti girl from Cali, Canada. Y'all are a cotton freaking mess. What's up, Brooklyn in the house? Hey, Orlando. Look, I ain't gonna... Y'all like, look, you gonna go, okay, Silver Spring. Somebody said Earth. I'm from Earth. Yes, I got family from all over, and I love y'all to pieces. Hey, Lola from Canada, Cyprus. Yes. Hey, Hawaii, visiting from the DR. What's up, y'all? Y'all from everywhere. Look, Kuwait, Buffalo, Texas. Yes, New Jersey, Florida. She said Florida. Yes. Yes, y'all are represented from everywhere. Dallas, Detroit. Yes, Appleville. Okay, where's that at? Virginia Beach. Hey, Fresno, California. Y'all a hot tail mess. Oh my God. Yes, Pepe. Hi, Pepe. He said, Auntie, you are truly worldwide. Yes, I am. I love y'all to pieces too. But you know, they have just absolutely gotten on. Yes, Africa. Yes. Now I know I got a whole bunch of people in Africa. Yes, 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 yes. I'm tired of them. They need to split up. Like, this is just not a good relationship. You know, and for the mother and the father to get involved. But David basically read all them bitches. David was like, look, this between me and her. Basically, what happens between me and her don't have nothing to do with y'all anymore. Case closed. The case is closed. We're going to go ahead on and skip ahead to Josh and Aika, because I don't even want to spend a whole lot of time on it. Basically, Josh is a lying, schizophrenic, divorcee, two times divorcee, irresponsible, deadbeat, dead ass. What else? Vasectomy ass having, lying, you know what. He's a liar. He's not worth a damn. He's a liar. Yes, Exena 64, he's been cut. Okay? I don't like him at all. How dare he sit there and tell Joe about all the stuff that's going on between him and Aika, and then expect Joe not to say nothing. Now, I don't know what Joe's point is and what his issue is, but what I do suggest to Joe is back the hell up. This man has already made 2 mistakes. 2. He's irresponsible. He don't even take care of his children. He don't deserve Aika. Aika is above him. He gonna sit there and say that Joe gonna sit there and say he's mad at her because she said that she wanted to go home. I will go home too. Bitch, I got another woman's ring on my finger. And I got a man who got me living in a house with roommates. This man don't have a pot to piss in. He's, you know what? He's 1 step up from David. 1 step up from David. 1. Hey, from South Africa. No, he does not deserve a woman who's a diva latte. Hey, Aquila Faro from South Africa. Hi, sweetie. He said he didn't mean it. What? Why wouldn't he? Okay. Asking for 2 carrots when he got roommates. Okay. But see, she doesn't know. See, because he came over there. And then the thing about it, for Joe to sit there and degrade that woman and say you spent a whole lot of money on her. You paid for the 401k plan and you spent a lot of money to get her. Nobody told him that he had to go out there and buy love. You know what? There's no way in the world you going to tell me that it ain't some dumb crooked-eyed bitch looking like Danielle that won't date George. There's no way in the world that you're going to tell me it ain't some little ignorant woman out here like Nicole and Azan that wouldn't date Josh. There's no way in the world you're going to tell me, because we've seen him on 90 Day Fiancé. So how the hell you going to say? And then for Joe to sit out there and make a comment and say that it isn't her responsibility to let you know that when you're inadequate, then whose responsibility is it? And then you know what the thing about it is, Josh isn't listening to you. He just needs a sounding board just like he wants you to be. Sit back, little boy, drink your stuff, because you know when you was drunk as a skunk sitting up there, then you're gonna come to the shooting range and play some rhinestone cowboy. I would have smacked it. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I would have smacked the taste buds out of him. I'd have did a Nicole and Azan, and that's who we're going to next. Okay, I'm going to say it again. And now we're going to Nicole and Andrei. Nicole and Hassan. Okay, get it all out, y'all. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Y'all getting it out. Nicole, Kimron, I'm ready to discuss that. Okay, Azan is an opportunity. Okay, Nicole is a kid. Let's go, Auntie. Okay, all right, it's about time, Auntie. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, Nicole just needs to value herself. Hey, Auntie Nicole and Azan is a hot mess. Okay, set it on fire, family. Okay, run. Okay, run, Azan. Okay, freak and frat. All right, let her have it, Auntie. Okay, we've been waiting all night for this. Okay, all right, what's going on? Okay, I felt bad for May. Does Nicole watch your channel? Nicole is a pure child. Nicole gonna eat up. Run, Azan. Slow down, Auntie, before you even get started. What's she saying? If Azan had hauled back and punched her in the face, he would have been wrong. Wrong. Run, Azan. Wrong. Run. And on that note, we thought that Antonio was a mess. I'm sitting in my living room, minding my business, taking my notes. Thank you, Candy Culture. She said, Nicole with her big body blocking the door and putting her hands on that man. If the roles were reversed, TLC wouldn't show the footage. Thank you for the $5 super chat, baby. You absolutely correct. Let me tell you something. We go and we look at this particular segment. We see the cameras come in and they say, you know, basically, we done came up in here and Nicole and Azan are fighting. Nicole is mic'd up and Azan is mic'd up. So evidently the crew was working. Okay, Game On Metal On said David plus Josh equal Brokeback Mountain. Thank you, Game On Metal On, for the $5 super chat. Love you, boo. We sitting here and we looking and we see these words flash up. I said, oh, hell. When you see words flash up like that to kind of prepare you for what's going on, you know it's about to be fire. So they let us know that they already in there arguing, both of them mic'd up. Because at this point, they like, hold up, we don't care what's going on, put your mic on. So they get their mics on. Azan is walking around the house. He's trying to get up out of there. We see the cameramen running back and forth from room to room, trying to find out what the hell they just walked into. I don't see Auntie that cooks the sheep head nowhere, but I see a little girl sitting in the living room. Nicole's walking back and forth. She's on the bed. She's crying. She can't even get her raggedy ass together. We see the little girl watching May. And what do we see to my surprise? Nicole is so desperate that she will do anything to have Azan. Azan is done. Thank you so much, Josephine Familia, for the $5 super chat. Love you, boo. We see baby May. Let me tell you something. Baby May had in her mouth exactly what I thought she was going to have. Baby May, at 3 years old, is sucking a pacifier. Now, y'all know damn well I told y'all early on that that damn baby suck a pacifier. Number 2, you got some little girl watching your baby while you running back and forth in this man's aunt's house. You so goddamn disrespectful. You don't have any respect for yourself, Nicole, or for the family. You want to sit up there in the privacy of the home. What is that? Thank you so much. This show makes losers think they can buy a winner. Yes, Central Herrick, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. You gonna sit up there and disrespect this man's aunt's house. You trifling bitch. Here we go. Azan's leaving out the house. The producers is running behind him. Azan, what's going on? Azan, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Azan, can you just talk to me? No, I don't want to talk to you. After last night, I don't have nothing to say to you. I don't want to talk to you. She's going on and on and on and on. Back up, Nicole. Shut up, Nicole. Nicole, you're in his aunt's house, Nicole. You're being disrespectful, Nicole. You're on TV, Nicole. Nicole, pump your brakes, Nicole. Don't lose your mind, Nicole. Don't really show the ass that you really are, Nicole. Nicole, pull back, Nicole. She's sitting on the bed. She can't get herself together. He won't talk to me. He won't talk to me. I have never, ever seen anybody lose their mind because somebody won't talk to him. See, the thing about it was when he went out last night, when he went out the night before to go out with his little buddy, because it wasn't but one dude, wasn't like he was at the club or the discotheque like Louise liked to go to. All he did was go to a goddamn coffee shop. The man needs to get some air from you, Nicole. He's been talking to you. But how about this, Nicole? How about you wasn't listening? How about when Hassan was trying to tell you how he really felt about you? You know, with the 55% comment that he made last week, he's been trying to talk to you. But you ain't been listening because you feel entitled. You feel like you got privilege. Just because you tell him to forgive you and to forget, you feel like he's supposed to. See, he's your little puppet on the string. Because, see, you done pulled your little stepdaddies, your daddy and your stepmama's strings. And you done pulled your mama and your stepdaddy's string. And so, you know, and you feel like everything you get, everything you want, that's right, she is entitled. You ain't entitled to a goddamn thing. And you know what Azan is showing you? Azan is showing you that I'm going to give you my ass to kiss and you ain't entitled to nothing. Thank you, Kathy Jonas. Okay. What she saying? What you saying out there, boo? She said, Auntie, thank you for calling all these mofos out. Love that you never take sides. You just call them out on the truth. Thank you for this $10 super chat. So then you sit up there, Nicole, because you feel like you entitled. You entitled to have your way. If I say I'm sorry, then everything's supposed to be okay. But you know, on the flip side of it, Azan, if you say that you forgive her and you're going to be with her, then be with her. You all acting like a complete asshole. But you know what? This is your way of getting your way. This is your way. This is the only way that you have to show her that you in charge. You know how you mess with an old man and he ain't got nothing going for him, and the only way that he can show you is that he's in charge is to act dumb and do little dumb stuff. See, because you know what, Nicole is the one, she's financing everything. He don't have no job, so you know what, he said that he been working all his life, so he's a little resentful. So the only way that he can do, and only way he can gain control over her is through silence. He know automatically what button to push with her. So you know what he does? He pushed the silence button. He said, you know what, I ain't gonna say nothing. That gets her every time. She's gonna sit up there and he runs outside. He don't want to talk to anybody. He gets up on the van. I guess that was the camera's crew van. He gets up on there because you know what he wants to do is he wants to escape Alcatraz, this little prison that he has found himself in for for the price of $1,600, Azan. You've been sold like a little bitch on the slaughter, okay? You've been sold just like one of them sheep heads down at the market, okay? You've been sold and chopped up just like one of them chickens that you went down there and brought with her. That's exactly what $1,600, 16 US American dollars has brought you, boo. It's brought your butt up on a stake, okay? So anyway, she comes outside. She's walking up and down there, huffing and puffing with her legs rubbing together, about to start a daggone forest fire out there in the desert of Morocco, looking like a big old bully and trying to bully somebody around. She gonna walk over to the edge because she didn't realize that he was on the van. See, they had to tell her that he was on the van. He got up on the van and he got to hiding and ducking and everything. But see, we ain't see that part. I just imagined that in my mind, that he was up there hiding in between the seats, you see what I'm saying? So, you know, she walks down the street. I don't know why he won't talk to me. He went out last night and he just won't talk to me. See, now you're like Danielle, because you know what? Your money didn't buy you what you wanted. You really, what you really wanted was a yes boy. You wanted a boy that was going to say, yes, master. Yes, master, I do exactly what you want me to do. Yes, master. You want me to work in the house, master? What you want me to do, master? But guess what? That's not what you brought. You brought a man who has a mind, who's trying to think on his own. He's not going for the okie dokie with you. Your $1,600 is not going to buy you nothing, Nicole, but heartache. And anytime you got somebody that you can buy, you don't need them or want them anyway. So anyway, you come back. You get up on the van. You want to make an issue out of it. So you're going to sit up there and say, why won't you talk to me? Why won't you talk to me? I'm trying to talk to you. I don't understand why you don't want to talk to me. That's why I don't want to talk to you. Candy Culture said, Azan is in danger. Nicole can put her hands on that man numerous times with no consequences. All it would take is one time for him and he's done. Sad. Thank you, Boo, for the $5 super chat. You absolutely right. That girl was swirling that man around like he weighed nothing. She swirled him around like he weighed nothing. And that's why she's keeping that weight on her. So she can be a bully to that man. She's keeping that weight on her because it is masking all the loneliness, all the hurt, the depression, the sadness that is inside of her. And she thinks that she can buy her way to love. None of y'all, not one person that's on 90 Day Fiance is going to be able to buy love, because the one thing that God has given all of us is free will to make our choices. Slavery is over. I don't know whether or not you know it or not, but it is over in the United States of America. You cannot enslave somebody because you spend $1,600 on them, and your damn show don't need to be putting your hands on anybody. That's a straight up no-no. And you yanking the man up, you standing in the doorway. First of all, when you got on the van, you was wrong, because the man was sitting up there and he wasn't saying nothing to you. He was trying to diffuse the situation, Nicole, and you're gonna get your fat, insecure ass up there and think that you're gonna regulate him, and because you're screaming, that means that he has to respond. But guess what he didn't do? He didn't respond to you. Now, did Azan look weak? Did he look like he was feeble? Yes, he did. Because you know what he did? He played the smart game. He didn't go off. He didn't match you. And that's one thing to get you, Nicole. He know exactly where to stick you at. It's like a little pin. Ping, ping, ping. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Act stupid. Act weak. Don't say nothing. It's going to irritate her. And then you, Nicole, you going to sit up there like a typical abuser and say it's your fault. It's your fault that I knocked you in your head. It's your fault that I grabbed your jacket. It's your fault that I'm standing here. It's your fault that the cameraman and everybody that's standing around don't know what to do. It's your fault. It's your fault. Azan, all of this is because of you. You make me act like this. You said that because of my president, because of the president that I have, now I'm a racist. Oh, when did that happen, Nicole? When did you become a racist? When you started acting racist? Tell me, what did you do to make you look like a racist? Because I don't care who the president is. I don't care who the Pope is. Nobody can make you act outside of who you really are. So let me tell you something. If the man thinking that you acting like a racist, there's something that you said. Now, you may have said it out of ignorance. I'm not saying you racist. I'm repeating what you said. So before somebody come for me on my channel and say that I called Nicole a racist, that ain't what the hell I said. What I said was there's something in her behavior that made him call her a racist. That ain't got a goddamn thing to do with the president. If you sat up over there and you didn't eat the food, guess what? It is to them seen as a disrespect to their culture. If I bring you over here and take your fat ass to Bob Evans and you don't eat a hamburger when that's part of my culture, yes, I'm going to be offended by it. So there's something that you're doing, things that you're saying, ways that you're acting that is making him feel like you are disrespecting the culture. You said that the family is making fun of you and laughing at you. Like I said earlier, I will make fun of you too. You know why, Nicole? Because you got a 3-year-old baby that you can't manage and you can't control. Then you're going to sit there and blame Azan. You're going to blame Azan because you got to take care of baby May by yourself. You had baby May before you even met Azan. Azan is not baby May's biological father, and neither is he her stepfather. It is not Azan's responsibility to help you take care of that daggone baby. That's your damn baby. And you got the nerve, everything about you don't want to take responsibility for it. And because you're so out of control and you do not, okay, what? You daggone right, Kiana. I thought you were saying something else. Girl, I'm about to reach your ass for filth out here. See, that's Hassan's way of reacting. He's trying to communicate to her. He's told her numerous occasions. He's been telling her since last season that he want her fat ass to lose weight. See, she doesn't hear that, but she wants to hear that you love me and that you care about me. There is something that Nicole has said and done. What you say? Real talk. The only way to get her to stop tasting him was for him to run up them damn stairs. He should have ran around the building a couple of times and let her sweat. Nicole is an embarrassment to America. She's an embarrassment to American people as far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with that. How dare you walk over there and you got the nerve to sit there and make some other man responsible for taking care of your child. You sitting up there talking about the family has been laughing at you and they feel like you're racist and you're disrespecting the culture. Evidently, Nicole, there's something that you did. Where there's smoke, boo, there is a damn fire. There's no way in the world you're going to tell me that there's not something that you did not say and something that you did. Let me tell you something. When it comes down to stuff like that, I know that if I was over there and I had to eat that sheep, they would have thought that I was disrespecting their culture. I would be responsible and I would own that. There's nothing wrong with owning your mistakes. There's nothing wrong with owning who you are and where you are. I did not eat the sheep head because it looked gross to me and it's not something that I'm used to eating in America. And you know what? If you want to laugh at it, look, we'll all have a good chuckle about it. But at the end of the day, take me down to the nearest Wendy's, Burger King, Popeyes, McDonald's, Bob Evans, Shoney, take me down to Ruth Chris, take me somewhere else. I'm not going to eat this. And you know what? That may have been offensive to the family, but I would have taken the time because I'm a woman who knows how to speak up for herself and told the aunt, I appreciate what you did for me. I really do. And I don't mean to disrespect your culture, but I'm not going to eat that garbage that you're sitting up in front of me with teeth and eyes on it. The hell with that, auntie. I'm not going to do it. But the number one thing is that I would not come there and make myself on a burden on somebody's family for 60 days. Come on, you have overstayed your welcome. It is time for you to get the hell out the aunt's house. You got a baby that wakes up in the middle of the night. Your baby that is not on the sleep regimen at all. Plus you got to pacify you and you're changing her diaper. I know that these women over there are totally uncomfortable with the way that you are living and the way that you are raising your baby, because I'm over here in the United States and I'm watching you on TV and I'm uncomfortable with you. That's why you're a good story, Nicole. You know why you're a good story? Because you're a misfit. You don't fit in to the traditional way that women typically run their life. I don't care what part of the country you're from. And that's why you're interesting to us. That's why we all look at it. And nobody's sitting out here trying to fat shame you, Nicole, or trying to make you feel less than you already feel bad. So I'm not sitting up here trying to beat you up. But what I'm saying is it was inappropriate and unacceptable for you to put your hands on that man. If you don't know how to communicate, what you need to do is go in a corner, suck your thumb, do whatever you got to do. But what you need to do is get the hell out of Morocco. You have overstayed your welcome. It is time for you to get the hell out of there. And if you got to be with somebody who cannot communicate to you and doesn't want to talk to you, you don't need him. There's nothing about Azan that you need. It's not like you need Azan for money. It's not like you need him for sex because you already cheated on him several times. So what the hell is it about Azan that you have to have? You know what it is you got to have? You got to be right. And you got to exercise your sense of entitlement. You feel that you are entitled to have exactly what you want. That's what your parents have allowed you to do, Nicole. They have allowed you to feel entitled, that you have a right to. And you probably feel like you paid and you brought him. And that's why you would take your ass out there and get so angry and so furious that you would stand your fat ass in front of a door and not even let this man go in the door. How do you think that everybody around you felt, Nicole? Nobody felt proud or honored about what you did. Nobody. Nobody felt proud about what you did. We were all embarrassed for you. I'm like Tyra Banks. We was all rooting for you. We was rooting for you. And for this is not, and you know what, Nicole, let me tell you, this is not the first time that you've put your hand on that man. This is not the first time I've had this conversation with you. And then when he went on the other side and sat down and he was talking, you gonna sit up there and take your hand and do like that to his dad. I'm sorry, baby, I'm on the road. How you doing? What you say? Have to say what? And you know you did it. She needs help and a low carb diet. Thank you for the laugh, boo. Y'all said y'all was not rooting for her. I was rooting for the girl. Yes. Okay. The thing about it was, when he went over there and he sat down and she was standing over top of him. See, when Jesse did that, let me go ahead on to get down with the get down, since we've been on out here over an hour anyway. See, when Jesse did that to Darcy, half of y'all that's out here tonight, y'all ain't like it. Y'all came out and called Jesse all kinds of abusive MFs. Y'all talked all kinds of stuff to Jesse. Y'all said all kinds of stuff about Jesse. Oh, yes, you did now. Oh, yes, you did. Because Jesse stood up in a dominant position over Darcy. And it made Darcy look like a victim. And here it is, you got this woman who's standing over top of this man. We ain't even talking about race. We talking about a woman and a man. And this man is sitting down on the wall, and she takes her hand and does his chin like this. I'd have knocked that bitch out. I would have knocked it. I don't care how many cameramen was on that on set and on that block. I would have knocked that. You don't ever take your hand and lift somebody's head up like that and you standing over them in a dominating position. All he had to do was do a tuck and roll, take his hand and punch her in her stomach, and she would have been out for at least an hour. Then he could have gotten away. But he tried to maintain his respect. And let me tell you, no matter how much I don't like Azan, no matter how much I think that Hassan wants to come over here for the green card, I can't do nothing but respect a man that can hold his anger back and not attack her back. Yes, he was, Molly. I respect him for doing that because it could have gotten ugly. And if you're going to abuse him in his own country, how much more will you abuse him when you get him in Florida? This man restrained himself. Do you know that I have people, and I know men that wouldn't have had 1 ounce of restraint? They would have beat the stew beans out of her. Cigar. Hey, Cigar, Nicole needs to stop acting like Kinsley and go to the corner with Baby May's pacifier when she feel like touching someone. Big baby. Okay? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He restrained himself. Yes. He restrained himself. This is the second man that we've seen had to restrain himself. The first man that had to restrain himself was Danielle. Oh, what a tangled web we caught and freaking weave. When you would sit out there and think that you have the right to put your hands on somebody else's child. Nicole, you are out of control. You don't own anybody. When you put your hand on him and you lifted his head up like that, look at me. I'm talking to you. I almost threw up. I was so angry. I was angry for every woman and every man who has ever lost their life to domestic violence. I was angry for every woman and every man who is struggling with that right now. I was angry for every American who looked at that and is embarrassed by your behavior. For every woman and every man who was personally affected by what you did. For every man and every woman that your actions triggered past abuse. Because for me, it triggered me. It triggered me. You don't realize what you're doing. You a young girl in a grown woman's world, and you can't handle it, Nicole. You can't handle this. And let me tell you something, baby love. This isn't about race, and this isn't about weight. This is about something that's much deeper than that. This is about entitlement. And entitlement will make you do things that is unacceptable to the average person. When you are entitled and you feel entitled, you will cross boundaries. You will cross lines because you feel like you have the right to do what you are doing. And that is the danger of entitlement. When men sit and beat their women and beat their wives and beat their children, it is because they feel entitled by a marriage certificate. They believe that marriage certificate entitles them to treat the person as if they are a possession. And nobody is a possession to anybody else. You was out of control. And if I had been there, TLC would have fired me. Because you know what? On behalf of every man and every woman who's ever gotten abused, I'd have kicked your ass, Nicole. I would have kicked your ass, woman to woman. But you know what? You wouldn't even have stepped up to me. Because you know what? You ain't going to abuse a woman. Because you feel little. You feel small. You don't feel worthy. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I was over there and I saw you put your hand on Azan, whether I knew him or not, I'd have whooped your ass. Because you know what? What you did, that was worthy of an ass whooping. You don't grab nobody and yank nobody around. I don't care how angry you are. And if you feel like that is what you need to do, pack your stuff up, you and Baby May. And you know what? The sad part about it is I feel sorry for Baby May. Because Baby May has a mother who is out of control, who does not know how to control her emotions. She has a mother who is not intelligent enough. PYT, again, Nicole better learn about the cultural differences, especially on his land. He may be docile, but sure he has an uncle that is not. I'm saying it's all night long, okay? Because you know what? In some countries, women are not valued at anything. They will cut your throat and leave you on the street for the birds. They will leave you on the street for the vultures. Let me tell you something. You disrespectful ass twit. You're going to sit over there and you're going to do that in public. How embarrassing do you think that was to the family? How embarrassing do you think? See, the thing about it is you're going to pack your bags, you and Baby May's bag, and then you're going to sit up there, happen to your Aunt PYT. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry for every woman who's ever been abused. I'm so sorry for that. I've been there. I know this. And then people say, Auntie, why you cussing? Auntie, you out here acting like this. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. If you go back on my videos, I showed y'all the scars. Just one scar that's on my body from domestic abuse. I've been there, I've done that. And that's why I'm emotional. That's why. Because it reminds me, it triggers me to a place where I have been delivered from. And I don't ever want to go back through. I will never allow myself to go back through that again. And I don't want another woman. Every 12 minutes, there's a woman in the United States who's being abused. And we sit here and we watch Nicole, a young, dumb girl, go over there and act like that and put her hands on a man. And we sit back and we don't say anything about it because it's a woman. Trust and believe me. It's not okay. It's unacceptable. So when I come out here and I'm emotional because it is familiar to me. And don't tell me how to act. Don't tell me how to react. Don't tell me how to be. You can't tell me how to be and how to feel. Thank you for the $5 super chat. You want this man to take responsibility for your responsibility. You had baby May. If you stressed out about baby May, that's on you. Grow the hell up. Thank you, Sarah, thank you, Sarah. What's her name, sir? Lord Jesus, let me find her name, Sarah. Thank you, baby. I'm so shuggy huggy. Oh, that's cute. Thank you so much, baby, for the $5 super chat. Auntie over here emotional. I'm emotional. Don't make me cry out this mother. I'm emotional. That hit home for me. You don't put your hand on nobody. You don't put your hand on nobody. You're right, Katie Coco. And the thing about it is, I'm okay. I'm delivered from it. I don't have anything else to do with him anymore. It's a part of my past. But there are triggers. Certain things trigger you. Just like certain smells. You can walk by and smell a funnel cake and it will bring you back to a carnival you've been back. Certain things are triggers. And for me, that was a trigger. And you know what? I look at other women who have gone through that. And that's right. A lot of us have been there. Yes, just Sarah. A lot of us have been there. Yes, it does, Diva Latte. Yes, it does, Christy Marie. It's a lot of us that can relate to this. And it's okay. It's okay for me to talk about it on my channel. It's okay. Yes. Even Lou said, we're all thinking of our own situation. That explains the silence. And you know what the thing about it is? Baby May was reacting in her own way. She couldn't process what was happening. Baby May couldn't process it. And nobody in the house. And when they came back in the house, when Azan came back in the house and she was running behind him, you know, the aunt opened up the door and she had that smile on her face. But really that smile there was so much more behind it. It was uncomfortable. She didn't know how to be. She didn't know what to do. It wasn't funny to her. It wasn't funny to her. What you saying? Sorry for your loss, Shuggy Huggy. She lost somebody, baby. I'm so sorry. Thank you, 80 girl. Asante. She said, bless you, auntie. And then this man is in the room. He wants to be alone. And she's steady saying, talk to me. Talk to me, Hassan. Hassan, will you talk to me? Hassan, talk to me. How do you talk now? Now you want to talk? Now you want to talk? Now you want to be gentle and kind? Will you leave your baby girl behind? Really, Nicole? Really? Now you want to talk? You need counseling, baby. You need counseling. Your mother and your father, they did the best that they could. But you know what? A lot of children that come out of divorced families have a sense of entitlement. And you know what, Nicole? I don't even blame you for where you are in your life. I blame your parents. Because divorced parents don't sometimes always know how to serve their children. Children that come out of divorce have to deal with things that other children don't. And because of that, they overcompensate and give you a false sense of entitlement. And that is what you're living under, Nicole. You need to get some counseling from someone in your area where you live, because this is unacceptable. And the thing about it, Nicole, let me tell you what the danger of it is. Violence begets violence. When you put your hands on somebody, they will put their hands back on you. You happened to meet someone who is not that way. But let me tell you something, honey. You keep on plucking the bear, and even the bear is going to smack the hell out you. You need counseling. You need to seek that out wherever you live. And you know what, Nicole? You need to get around some women who will be able to mentor you and help you through this rough patch in your life and teach you that you can manage being a woman, being a mom, and being a career. You can manage everything, baby. Yes, it may seem hard right now, but you can manage this. And I'm hoping that you stay out here. I know we've been out here a long time, but I'm telling you, I'm hoping that you hear this part, because you need counseling. And guess what? Molly, you do too. You need counseling. You know, Molly, that your boyfriend, your husband, your fiance, Louise, you know that this man is not good for you, and you realize that he's not good for your children. But because you said you waited 41 years, you're going to accept this. This man is disrespectful to you, and he's disrespectful to your children. And I'm going to tell you, Molly, you're still in danger. And I know that you don't like the fact that your father has pulled away. But like your brother said, Big Daddy Papa is showing you tough love. And sometimes tough love doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. But it's meant to bring correction and awareness to you. And you're not aware. You told Lewis that right now this is his paradise. Lewis sat in the car and he told you that he misses his single life. The man acted like he was getting ready to go into cardiac arrest because he realizes the gravity of what he is responsible for. He is now came into your life to be your ready-made butler. That's not a fair exchange, so that means that there's a robbery. And you too, Molly, believes that your money entitles you to buy a person. And I don't know what has made you all think this, but let me tell you, okay, Chocolate Thunder, I am not Benson. Benson was on the TV show. I don't know where you all have gotten the idea that money entitles you to possess and to control and to dominate and manipulate people. I don't know where y'all got that from, but you so far from the truth. That man said he needs his freedom. He said this is the worst thing he's ever done, the worst decision he's ever made. I said, damn. What a huge statement. Huge statement. I do too, PYT. I think that this is the biggest mistake he's ever made. He said Kinsley, blah, 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 blah. And you know what you said? She's only 6. It's not just that she's 6. She doesn't know boundaries. She doesn't know how to guard her mouth. She doesn't know what's appropriate to say to an adult and what's inappropriate. That's right. My 7 thoughts, 7 exactly. Molly and Nicole are overlooking the red flags. That's right. She's 6 going on 16. Who said that? Angela Muhammad. Absolutely. If Lewis talks that bad about her kids on camera, I could only imagine how he talks about them off camera. Absolutely, because he's become very comfortable with the staff of TLC. Lewis made that statement, but he will still go through with the wedding green card. Molly has viewed all the red flags my grandmother gave would have popped her in her mouth. I'm sorry, Kinsley needs a week at my house. Who said Heifer say what? And you know you did. She said, I'm sorry, kissing these a week at my house. I get that fixed. I get that fixed real quick. See, you old school like me. You old school like me, girl. A week. 2 days. Okay. Joe Motelman. Lewis thought he was coming over here to party and live it up. He didn't know he signed up to be Mr. Mom. You are so right about that. I was raised by Big Mama. She did not play. Okay? Okay? He is going through with the wedding so he can have access to her money, house, and business. You right about that, Mommy Nab. And you know what? She better sign a prenup. We said the same thing at the same time, Mommy Nab. I hope Molly gets a prenup. Because if she not, he's entitled to half. Nicole is overlooking the fact that he is repulsed by her and has no respect for her in general. She's no angel. He can barely make eye contact with her. Yeah, he is very grossed out with her. Lizzie N. Kinsley is off the hook. When Molly said she was wild, she was being nice. Lewis is not staying with her. When I was with Trina Carter said, when I was a kid, my parents didn't leave us around adults. When adults came over, you had to leave. That's right, you had to leave the room. And you know what? Even in Thanksgiving and all that, you had the kid table and the grown-up table. And trust and believe me, honey, until you was a certain age, you didn't even sit at the grown-up table. Matter of fact, you needed, everybody was outside. They didn't care whether or not the lights was on, whether or not the mosquitoes was tearing you up or not. They didn't care whether or not you got stung by a hornet's nest. When they was in there as adults and they were saying and doing what they did with the woo whoop and the boo boo boo, you didn't come in the house. You didn't come in the house. You didn't come in the house. You didn't hang around the grown-ups. Tomorrow, y'all, I will be, look, okay, first of all, I'm going to end this chat and live nightcap. I thank you all so much for being here and being present and just, you know, coming in and commenting. Tomorrow, I will be coming out here and I will be doing a special night of reading your comments. Okay, so we're going to be reading the 90-day comments. I got a whole lot of shows that's coming up that we're getting ready to review. So I'm definitely going. Good night, PYT. Thank you. Go ahead on and make the city street, boo. The city streets safe. So I just want to say I will be out here. Don't forget, special night. No, you know what? I'm going to save it for Thursday. Thursday, we will be out here doing a special night of comments. Make your comments so that I can read your comments, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to read your comment. I'm going to barely respond to them. Y'all go ahead on and say good night to everybody. And she said, what time? I'm going to come back out on Thursday night at 8 o'clock because I enjoyed this 8 o'clock. I knew we was going to be out here for at least 2 hours because I knew I had a whole lot that was on my heart and on my chest to say, and I knew that you all did too. And I wanted to make sure that I got check your P.O. box, Auntie. Okay, Gracie Mac. Thank you so much for whatever you sent to me, baby. That's so sweet of you to send anything to me. So yeah, I will get around to checking my P.O. box. But Thursday night, I will be out here. I'm going to come back out at 8 o'clock. I hope y'all like this time. Y'all let me know if y'all like this time. Don't forget when you're going out the door, the thumbs up. Because it was like 300 and some odd people out here, and guess what, it ain't but 200 and some thumbs up. I appreciate everything that you all do. And what you saying, Jesse? Good night, family. Love you all. Thanks for all what you say, Jesse. Thanks for all you do, Auntie. You make all of our weeks. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all just mean everything to me. So don't forget, Thursday 8 o'clock, I'm going to try to come on and talk to you all, and then I'm going to be sending out some polls only to my subscribers about you now, so that we can go ahead on and do some live chatting with one another. Love y'all to pieces. Oh, bye, Carmel Angel. I'm sorry, y'all. We leaving, boo. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Mwah.